Hi everyone and welcome back. My name is Christopher and I'm one of the key account managers at Riviera Travel. And for this next section, I'm going to be taking you through a whistle-stop tour introduction to our award-winning river cruises with ourselves here at Riviera Travel. Now, first and foremost, who is Riviera Travel? If you're not already aware, we are the UK's leading river cruise and curated tours operator, and we've been in the business of holidays for 40 years. Now, our tour managers and our cruise directors, some of them are the best in the business, and some of them have been with us for almost those 40 years. With our pricing, we offer complete price parity across our all channels. So, for example, if you were quoting with yourself as an agent, if they went to a different agent, or they even came to us direct, the price would be the same right across the board. Now, we're proud to offer river cruise itineraries and escorted tours with the British Irish guest in mind. We'll include little things that you might have noticed maybe we're lacking with other providers because everything that we do is aimed for the market that we operate in. Now, we have also held Which recommended provider status for the last 12 years and recently won the recommended Best Value River Cruise Line Award from Which as well. Now, so much is included in our river cruises. First and foremost, what most people love is that we do have direct flights from 17 different airports with no regional supplements and transfers are included. Now, we all obviously have our luxury cabins and suites, beautifully appointed. Think of it more like a boutique hotel, and it'll include little extras that you would expect from a boutique hotel. Of course, all your meals, snacks, midnight snacks, afternoon teas, all of it is included, even our specialty restaurant that we have on board as well. All of your tours and excursions are included, and that obviously has the expertise of the tour managers as well. All of our cruises come with complimentary tea, coffee, and Wi-Fi in every single cabin. And every single cruise, when you go on board, when you go into the suite for the first time, there will be a refillable water bottle on board. So you can fill it up at any of the bars, you can fill it up at the stations around the ship. That's yours to keep. So take it off in port, take it on your tours with you, do whatever you want with it, and make sure you take it home as a souvenir at the end. And that's included in the cost of the holiday as well. All of our English speaking tour guides and professional crew are on call for you 24 hours a day. Now, our fleet is expanding. So there's a couple of our ships on the screen at the moment. And we've actually got two brand new ships that are going to be coming out next year exclusively with ourselves on the Danube. I'm going to come to those in a second anyway. But as you can see, our fleet constantly gets bigger because the demand is getting bigger. On screen now, you can see some of our core itineraries. I'm not going to take you through all of these one by one. We do offer a huge amount of different itineraries, themed itineraries, back-to-back itineraries, Christmas markets cruises, taster cruises for the first time river cruise guests. We literally have something to suit everyone, but I'll highlight some of our most popular and some of our best-selling tours. And of course, I'll also highlight for you the most popular selling river cruise with us. Now, on to our new ships. The first ship I want to introduce you to is the Riviera Rose. This is actually the first time that we've put the name Riviera on the side of the ship, and this ship will be sailing exclusively the highlights of the Douro Valley and Salamanca. A couple of months ago, you might have seen on RTE, ITV, you might have saw Cruising with Susan Calwin, little Scottish lady. Her voice is, well, one to be admired. She came on board with us. She came on board with Riviera, and she did the highlights the Douro Valley and Salamanca over 2 episodes. Now, the content that she created and the information that she delivered about those 2 itineraries was phenomenal. I encourage you to watch both episodes. They're an hour long each, but watch those episodes. If you don't look close enough, you won't even know it's a Riviera ship. But what you'll learn about that itinerary and about the destination and the different experiences that were offered, it was incredible. And it's done so well that we're actually putting a brand new ship onto that itinerary, solely doing that itinerary because the demand for it is so good. So I highly encourage you to watch those 2 episodes. They are available on demand. We've also got the Riviera Radiance, our second brand new ship that's going to be coming out, and that will be sailing various itineraries on the Danube River. Now, the Danube is without a doubt the most popular itinerary river for us, and the most popular cruise that you can do on the Danube is called the Blue Danube. That is the most popular. And if you've got any customers that contact your clients that are maybe thinking about doing a river cruise, generally the Danube that we're finding is the river that's their go-to. It's the one that's most popularly talked about. It's the one that features a lot on different various TV shows. So chances are, if you do get an inquiry through for a new customer, it will be on the Danube. And with ourselves at Riviera, our most popular itinerary on that river is the Blue Danube. Now, just to touch on the ship's facilities, as you can see here, I've got one of our ships, the William Wandsworth, and that is the main restaurant that you'll find on the lower deck. So breakfast, lunch, dinner, afternoon tea, various gala dinners will be served in here each and every night, and all of those are included in the cost of the holiday as well. There is only one seating for dinner each night. Well, the restaurant is open between time A to time B, and you're more than welcome to go down at any point. But the restaurant can actually host every single person on board at the one time. Here's a little sample menu for you. Sorry if anyone's not eaten yet as you're watching this. It will make you hungry. As you can see, it is incredible dishes that are made by an incredible crew on board. I've recently just came off a fam trip with a couple of Irish agents, a couple of UK agents, and they raved about the food. One thing that's actually really, really nice about with Riviera, as you can see at the bottom there's a local flavour section. So every single night, depending on where the ship was docked, what port you visited that day, there will be a dish inspired by that local area, which we loved. And to be honest with you, when we read it, sometimes when it breaks down the ingredients and what you think it's going to be, go with it. It might sound a little bit strange because we were in Germany, so there was a lot of different things coming into it, but we loved it. Most of us had that each night, or if not, we did try each other's, just so we could see what it was like. Here is one of the public areas on the George Eliot. This is the panoramic lounge. This will be the main hub, the heart of the ship where you'll find most people. This area, it practically runs about half the length of the entire ship, and it can accommodate every person on board. And you do have a lovely seating area outside there, just at the back of the bar. There is heated lamps built into the deck as well. So if you're out there, maybe on one of our colder itineraries, you can rest assured that it'll be toasty and warm if you're outside for whatever reason. The cruise director, the tour manager, they'll also host their informative talks in here as well. Also entertainment, maybe some quizzes, depending on what's happening on board the ship. The bulk of it will happen in here, and also you'll have your entertainment here as well. The bar, the main part you can see in there, the bar will be open as well throughout the voyage, and of course this is where most people will maybe come down for coffee. There's a coffee machine there as well, so if you ever wanted any tea or coffee, you've got access to that. But this is really the heart of the ship on each cruise. Now, just to touch on our cabin grades, you will find that with river ships, there's a lot less cabin grades because it is obviously a smaller ship. So it's much less confusing, not only for you as the travel agent, but also when you're explaining it to your guests. There's no such thing as an inside cabin on our river ships. So every single one of our cabins will have access to natural light. The lower deck cabin that you can see on your screen now, this is the entry level lead price point that you'll see in any marketing that goes out. It's always the price for this cabin grade. As you can see, you do have a window. Every single one of our rooms and suites comes with breakfast room service included. You've got your branded Crabtree and Evelyn toiletries on board as well. You've also got Wi-Fi access in your cabin, individually controlled air conditioning. As you would expect, you'll have a hairdryer, a safe, a minibar, and of course, tea and coffee making facilities. And I want to emphasize, if you have any coffee drinkers out there, it's not sachets, it's an espresso machine that you've got access to in all the rooms as well. I can't function without my coffee, and one thing that I really liked was it's good coffee, because I can't be drinking any of those sachets. I'd rather take my own, but it's great coffee you've got on board. If you go up one cabin grade up, the only thing that changes is that box window, it becomes a French balcony. So as you can see, the French balcony there, that can completely open up and transform the room. We were sailing on the Rhine when I took the agents on board for the fam trip, and there's a good half morning of sailing. So you're maybe sailing down the Rhine, through the Rhine Gorge, maybe for about, I don't know, from about 7 o'clock in the morning until about 2 p.m. And we all loved it. We went to our cabins, made a coffee, turned the table and chairs around and just enjoyed it. It was incredible. It's like something out of fairy tale with all the different castles. But that's your French balcony cabin. If you go up one further grade, again, it's still a French balcony cabin, but the superior suite, it does give you a little bit more room if that was what your client wants. The bed's at an angle, but the overall cabin is still bigger. You're not gaining anything by going from the lower deck cabin up to the superior suite. You're just gaining some space, but every single cabin grade does get the same amenities built in, which is incredible. And if you do go for our top suite, you've got the deluxe balcony suite. As you can see, this is the only grade on our ship that actually features a balcony that you can sit outside on, but you do still have the French balcony on the right-hand side as well. And that will include everything from our lower deck cabin, plus you will get complimentary bathrobes and slippers. And of course, you do have access to the external seating area up there as well. Now, on all of our ships, we do have, as you can see there, a plunge pool. Again, you're not going to be doing any Olympic lengths in there, but it is somewhere to cool off or warm up, depending on the itinerary where you are. The sun deck will get used for a load of different things, depending on when you're sailing and where you're sailing. There might be a cocktail party up there, and they might pass around some canapes. Of course, you've got the ability to sunbathe, and there is enough sun loungers for every single person on board to use them at the same time. You can just see at the top left hand of the picture there is a shaded canopy area as well. Believe it or not, Europe can get incredibly hot. When I was in Germany, it was maybe about 32 degrees most days. So if your clients do want to stay in the shade, they do have that ability there as well. All of our ships, we do have a hair salon on board the bulk of them at the moment. You can get any hair treatments done, blow dries. If you wanted to get your nails done, you've got the ability to do that as well. And when I was on board, every single one of the travel agents did book a massage because they were so incredibly priced. If you've ever had a spa treatment on board an ocean ship, you know how expensive sometimes it can get. They were all raving about it. Some of the travel agents even went back for multiple treatments because it was so reasonably priced, and the service they thought was delivered incredibly well. There's really only two main areas that you can spend money on board our ships. One of them is the spa. The second one is your laundry. And if you decided to purchase maybe something from the bar, like if you wanted an extra bottle to take to the cabin or something, that's the only way that you could spend additional money on board. Here is the atrium area, as you would say. As you can see down at the bottom there, you've got your lower deck, your middle deck, and your upper deck. The elevator on the left-hand side, that will cover all three of those decks. The only place it doesn't go to is to the sun deck, because up there, everything must be collapsible. Even the bridge has to be able to lower itself down, because on rivers, sometimes the water level can increase. It can decrease, of course, as well. But the main reason that whole deck has to be collapsible is if the water rises, the ship still has to be able to get under the bridges so it doesn't get stranded. So everything up there can collapse down to a lower level to give that little bit extra maneuverability if it was ever needed. One thing I will say about our guys in the contact centre, they are incredible. They are fountains of knowledge. I know, especially in the trade team, we rely on them a lot because they deal with calls from travel agents up and down the UK, over in Australia, over in the US. They deal with everything day to day. They get asked a lot of questions, and they have incredible knowledge when it comes to mobility, the tours. We've got this system called the knowledge base, where we can even tell you how many steps it would be from the bus to where you would pick up the tour. Or if we dock at this location, what type of ground? Are you walking on gravel? Is it unpaved? We literally have it in that amount of detail. So if you do get any questions from your clients come in, because mobility probably will be the biggest one that you get, pick up the phone and give us a call. We'll talk you through it. we've got a mobility wheel. So the guys in the contact centre, they'll ask you various questions, and depending on the answers that you give, they'll be able to give you a confirmed answer. Yes, we'd love to welcome your client on board, or maybe look at plan B with you. But they are fountains of knowledge. Use them, pick up the phone and give them a call. Here is a couple of little pictures from around. As you can see right in the middle there, that is a picture of the pool that's going to be on our two brand new ships as well. Pools were never really a thing on river ships, but everybody's been asking for them. So if we find out people want them, we're going to put them in. So there is going to be a much bigger swimming pool. You can probably do a length in that pool as well. Top right hand side, you've also got a picture of the new restaurant that's going to be on board the Riviera Rose. It's a split level restaurant. It's got the bar there as well. Glass windows all on both sides to open up the river when you're having that dining experience. It looks incredible. Right hand side as well, that's a different angle from the same restaurant, as you can see there as well. And on the left-hand side, the Riverview Kitchen and La Brasserie, those are our specialty restaurants. We do have one on all of our ships. They are called something different, but the concept is entirely the same. So these are included in the cost of the holiday as well. The only thing you have to do is book them when you get on board. So if you want to go once, twice, 3 times, as long as there's availability, you're more than welcome to. And it's it's an open kitchen, so you can see the chef preparing the food. It's a completely different menu. And of course, if your clients were celebrating maybe an anniversary or something on board, make sure you do mention it to them, because it's not going to cost anything, for them to dine in there. You can do I think it's an 8-course menu that's currently being offered in there at the moment as well. I don't know anyone that goes more than once, but if they want to, they are more than welcome. And again, like I say, that is included in the cost of the holiday. You just have to confirm the day and the time when you get on board with the reception. We don't have any sort of facility to book it before boarding, because we really don't have that problem where people would miss out on it. Again, most people will be back on board. The ship would be sailing when people were having dinner. So 99% of the time we can get everyone accommodated, but do remind your clients just to book it when they get on board. Now, I've got a wee list here of our best river cruises for first-time bookers. The first one at the top of the list is our enchanting Rhine and Yuletide markets. This is one of our Christmas markets cruises, which is incredibly popular at the minute. You visit 3 capital cities over 5 days with us on board. And regardless whether you're doing one of our taster cruises at 5 days, one of our Christmas cruises at 5 days, or a whopping 29-night tour of the Black Sea, every single element of the cruise is included. So you will still always get your superior drinks package included. You will still get your regional flights. You will get your transfers, your tours, etc., all included, regardless of the time that you're going to be on board. You've also got Amsterdam and the Dutch Bulfields, very popular for anyone that's into their gardening. You've also got the Blue Danube. That is without a doubt our most popular sailing tour, and it is, of course, on the Danube, the most popular river. I would be happy enough to put €20 on it, that would be the same river that's best selling in the industry. You've also got the Rhine cruise to Switzerland, which is fantastic, Paris and Sienne Discovery, and the Rhine Gorge and Cologne Discovery. That's the cruise I did on the Rhine, which was incredible, very picturesque, it was very Disney, to be honest. Like, there was castles everywhere. It was incredible. The scenery and how close you get to the action is incredible on a river cruise. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that is just a very brief whistle-stop tour of our incredible river cruises that we have here at Riviera Travel. We are incredibly happy working with the trade, and we love working with the trade as well. So if there's anything you need from us, please don't hesitate ever to reach out. Pick up that phone, give us a call, or reach out directly to your key account manager. We are incredibly easy to do business with, and if you ever need us maybe to help or give you a little bit of advice on even your marketing, we've got someone, a dedicated marketing manager who you might have met already, Roxy, who looks after all of our trade marketing. If you ever need anything, please just reach out. We love our travel agent partners. That's why we do this. And of course, if you ever have any questions about any of the content that we've covered whatsoever, please just do send us an email. And if I can't personally get you the answer, if it's about marketing or something, I'll certainly ask it open to the wider team so we can get you the answer. But thank you so much for joining me. Any questions you've got, you know where we are. Thanks again.